Well, we believe in Singapore that it's very important for every household to own his own home, because it gives them a stake, it gives them a sense of permanence and something to defend, because you're not just working for somebody else, you're not just paying rent, it's yours. How do we make it happen? Well, 85% of the housing is public housing built by the government, but it's sold to people on 99-year leases, and people pay for it out of their savings which they build up from the Central Provident Fund. Because when you earn your salary every month, a significant portion of that, like 36 or 37% now, goes into your Central Provident Fund, and you can use that to pay for your house and the mortgage. And in fact, that's usually enough to pay for your house and your mortgage. And therefore, in Singapore, the usual custom for couples is that you book a house, you get the house, and then you move in as husband and wife and start life together. Because people like to start their own households and not live with their parents or in-laws. It's unusual. In most other countries, you won't be able to do that for many years after starting a family, especially if you're living in a city. But in Singapore, we have been able to contrive that, and we hope we'll be able to continue that. And it gives them not just a roof over their head and a nest egg, but also a stake, so that when they grow old, there's value in the house, and they can use that value to help to support themselves in their old age. It's a form of social security.
And that's a key thing to remember with Social Security taxes, exactions in other countries. Here, you get to control the funds for those purposes. It's not.
You're paying for your own Social Security. It's fully funded. It's not pay as you go, and that's a basic difference.
You see that too in the healthcare system. You pay out of, again, you put in the
money.
Well,
there are significant government subsidies in the healthcare system.
For low-income people.
There's subsidies across the board in one way or other, but we require people to pay some proportion of the cost themselves. And what we have done is, in the Central Provident Fund, earmarked a certain amount of that as MediSave money. It's your own personal medical savings. You can use that to pay for your hospital bills when you go to hospital. You can use that for certain outpatient expenses, for example, chemotherapy or scans, which are expensive. And you can also use that to buy certain types of medical insurance. And we have a scheme, which is MediShield, which is catastrophic medical insurance. And that's for not just while you are working, but for life. And we've also got a scheme which is called ElderShield Life, which is for people in case they have long-term disability and they need some support to keep them, to look after themselves. So it's quite comprehensive. It's not by any means perfect, but it meets many of the needs, and I think relieves many of the worries of people about what may befall them, what they may require as age catches up with them.